Hey, welcome back. So, Christmas light season is coming up. Everyone's going to be starting to put their Christmas decorations out and hang some lights outside their house. They may hire some people to hang them for them, which I've been doing that for a few years now. Typically, I would go to the big box stores and just buy the Christmas lights from there, get the length or the lengths that we need, and then assemble them and pretty much just put them up as is, as you can buy them from the store. This year, I've decided to do something a little bit different. Decided to make my own custom lights so I can make the length that I want. I can add male or female out sockets wherever I need to. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's pretty easy. I would say the most difficult part, difficult in quotations, part is finding the materials that you want, deciding what you want to use, what you don't want to use. There's SPT1 and SPT2. So SPT2 is a little thicker than SPT1, and this is in regards to the wire, by the way. So SPT2 is thicker than it has a thicker insulation around it, and SPT1, they'll still hold up, but of course with the thicker insulation, those will hold up better in the weather. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna need wire, this wire, and you can also find these pre-assembled, so you can find them with the sockets already attached to them, but this is actually just straight wire. I've put one on already. I'm actually working on some Halloween lights, and I'm going to be switching them out. It's real easy. You just get the C9 bulbs. I'm going to be switching them out come Christmas season. So I'll just keep this strand up there. So the SPT2 is what I got. It holds up a lot better, so you're gonna need this wire. You're gonna need some sockets. You're gonna need some male connectors, and then you will need some female connectors. So they're pretty straightforward. There's also little attachments that you can use to splice them, but I find that these three items and the sockets and the bulbs, of course, are what you're going to need the most. So to start it off, you're going to take your wire, and these are called vampire plugs. Vampire plugs, you got the vampire sockets here. They're called vampire plugs because they have the vampire teeth in them. I don't know if you can see that there on the screen, but it's very simple. You splice the cord in the middle here, and you're going to want to look for the writing on the side. That's your positive side. Down here is where there's a little opening on one side on the male outlet. There's one, or not outlet, male socket, or whatever this thing's called, male attachment. So you're going to splice the wires, put it down inside here. There's a little separator, a divider inside. Oh, and by the way, very important, so if you get SPT1, you're going to want, if you get the wire for SPT1, you're going to want the plugs that are also SPT1. And same with SPT2, if you get the 2 on this, you're going to want the 2 on these and on the sockets. It's just because the teeth inside here are compatible with each other, so they stick through the thicker insulation on this wire. All right, so we have this in. You want to put it down there in the side that does not have this little cutout here. Oh, you can see the teeth right there. There's a vampire teeth. So you want to put it there, and then you just make sure it's down in there. Then you fold this over, fold it inside here, press it down, press it pretty snug. And those teeth, those vampire teeth, are going to penetrate the insulation there. And that's what's gonna get the electric current going through the wire. So once it's in there, you're just gonna take this cap. There's one end that is basically wide open, and then the other end has a little indentation in the middle. So that's gonna go on the back end. So where your wire is going down, this is the front, this is the front. So you're just going to slide it on here, make sure it's nice and tight. And if you want, So I just pushed it in there, but if you need to, you can use some pliers or something and just squish it on there. All right, so that is set. So now your male adapter is in there. So these have the vampire teeth too. You're going to take this, you put it wherever you want on the wire. You just, it has a little channel there. So you put it in here, you put this bottom piece on, pop it right in, and that's it. You make sure it's shut securely, and then these things will light up. If any of the bulbs ever go out, again, you can just take these out, replace them with different ones, or you can pop this socket off and put a new socket in there, and you won't have to worry about redoing the entire line. So you can separate these however much space in between that you want, 6 inches, 8 inches, 12 inches, whatever you want. You can make it your own. And then same with the female adapter. You're just going to do the same thing as the male. Just put it in there at the end. And also on the female adapter, there's a little pop out right there on the other side. So this side, as you can see, it's empty. This side has a pop out. So you can actually take this, put it in here, and then keep running the wire through here. So if you want to add another, if you have lights on this side, but you want lights going in another direction at this point, you could do that. You just pop this out here, and then you're gonna obviously connect the male adapter right here, and you'll be set. And that is how easy it is to make your own custom lights. It does take a good amount of time. It's pretty tedious work, but I think this is going to be a lot better in the long run, just looks wise and in terms of materials and stuff. So you don't have anything, you don't have those excess lights running up the side of a house or behind a gutter or anything like that. So I will take some footage when I'm done and let you know how it turned out. Thank you. All right, real quick, I figured I'd show you guys this. So these sockets, when you're putting them on the cords, sometimes it can get a little hard on your thumb. I don't know if you can see that in your wrist, just from pressing them in. So what I've done is I have a just a piece of cardboard and another piece of cardboard here, and I just go in, I measure out how far I want it, I put this on, put it on the way it's supposed to go, however you want it. You can switch up the side that this little clip is on, so it could be on this side or this side, obviously. And then I just press from the top part, press down on the outer edge, and it seems to work better to pop these in instead of pushing from the bottom. It seems to work better pushing from the top. So I figured I'd just show you guys that. Obviously you can wear some gloves too, but it seems like this has been the easiest way to do it. That doesn't hurt the hands or fingers as much. Also, when measuring, so this is a really long run of cord that I have to do. So I did 5 feet increments, and then I just folded it over a few times. Instead of measuring out the exact distance, I did 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet. You get the idea? And that will give you a rough estimate. And then I didn't cut it yet. I marked it off with some painter's tape where I believe it should be. So when I'm done, then I'll count how many sockets I have, and it should be the correct length. But I won't cut this until I know that it's a good size that I need. So just a couple extra tips for y'all. Thanks. Is that fun? All right, everyone, this is how they turned out. I think they turned out really good. There's obviously some more Halloween decor everywhere, but these are the custom lights.